Hi, I am Shilda Ismail. Utusan Malaysia and sister publication Kosmo may cease publication from this Wednesday until an undisclosed date, according to several staff members who spoke to Malaysiakini. National Unions of Journalists Malaysia Utusan Branch Chairperson Muhammad Taufik Abdul Razak said his members were verbally informed in the afternoon. He said there were no black and white, but NUJ Utusan understood that the staff were informed by their bosses. Utusan Malaysia is the country's oldest Malay-language daily. The NUJ is currently meeting to discuss the latest. Earlier on, about 100 Utusan Malaysia staff and former staff held a picket outside the Malay Daily's headquarters to demand for their salaries and several installments owed for the last 3 months.
Kami dibagi tahu yang terakhir 6 hari bulan ni akan dibagi. Lepas tu keluar satu memo kata tak dapat bagi, technical problem. Lepas tu senyap. Jadi kami ni apa sebenarnya? Macam kami ni tak ada nilai. Sedangkan kami terpaksa meminjam untuk datang bekerja dan kami balik dan tak pernah kami tinggalkan kerja. Anak minta duit, anak saya dia tingkatan dia PT3. Dia kata abah, dia kata selama ni abah bagi RM7, tak apa saya ambil RM5 je. Sebab saya nak tolong abah.
Utusan memang tak ada duit. Memang tak ada duit untuk bayar gaji kami walaupun yang tertunggak dan pada masa akan datang. Ini kerana mereka tidak mempunyai wang dan gagal untuk melupuskan aset yang utusan yang ada. Jadi mereka telah menggugut kami supaya mereka akan menutup utusan.
Following the controversy over his recent speech in Kelantan, 4 states have now banned Islamic preacher Zakir Naik from speaking in their territories. And according to the Star, the states that have made the decision to do so are Kedah, Malacca, Selangor and Penang. Meanwhile, state officials from Perak, Johor and Sabah have said that there is no blanket ban imposed on Zakir Naik's speaking events. They will, however, scrutinize all applications they have received. Islamic preachers in all territories must obtain permission to deliver sermons from state authorities. Zakir recently quoted flack after he suggested that Hindus in Malaysia were more loyal to the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi compared to Malaysian Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. He also suggested that the Chinese community were, quote, old guests in Malaysia and should leave before asking new guests like him to do the same. Permaisuri Johor Raja Zari Sofia paid tribute to her maternal Chinese grandmother in a Facebook post titled Love Sees No Color. In the post, the Permaisuri of Johor said, "One thing I do know for sure is that my Chinese grandmother was as Malaysian as I am myself. I know too that my children, even with their mixed blood heritage, are also as Malaysian as I am." Raja Zari's posting followed her 60th birthday. Entrepreneur Development Minister Muhammad Rizwan Muhammad Yusof claimed that Malays have compromised too much with certain quarters who don't understand and follow the Constitution.
But we must determine Malaysian identity. Kalau nak sebut bangsa Malaysia, saya rasa tak payah kita cerita lagi. The accommodation has been given by bangsa Melayu itu sendiri, memberi ruang dan peluang untuk kita makmur bersama. Kenapa ada kelompok-kelompok yang masih mempertikaikan contoh bahasa kebangsaan?
Recently, Perlis Mufti Muhammad Asri Zainul Abidin had called on Malaysians to sign a petition calling for a ban on Dong Zong, which he claimed was racist. And here are some other news highlights of the day. Let's move on to Hong Kong. Violent confrontations between police and demonstrators have gone on for 10 weeks. What motivates Hong Kongers risking their own life to go to the streets? This is a special report about Ah Long.
呢個係保護手嘅，跟住呢個膊頭啦、心口啦。咁其實入邊仲有件防刺服嘅，咁因為而家一開始有一啲即係黑社會啊或者刀手咁樣嘅出現啦。
Alang spends his day working as a clerk for a shipping firm in Hong Kong. However, by night, he dons a mask and body armor to face off against the city's riot police, and this is why he does it.
年輕人係 nothing to lose， 我哋輸嘅話，我哋真係賠上自己嘅生命。我嘅 dream 光復香港，時代革命，五大訴求缺一不可。
It is a movement where there are no clearly discernible leaders or structure, making it extremely difficult for the authorities to effectively target.
你問我其實我哋任何前線都好驚，咁但係驚俾人拉，定係驚冇咗個屋企咧？我哋係驚所有人冇咗個香港呢個屋企。所以咧，搞好條路，我哋褪嘅時候唔好賣自己隊友，我後邊自己睇清楚。前線嘅心理壓力係一直都好大嘅，咁就因為你始終要有一堆人係負責喺個 main 機嗰度去負責擋啦，同埋你要負責去滅熄一啲催淚彈啦，咁令到後排嘅一啲和理非啦叫做嘅同路人啦，係唔會受到一啲好嚴重嘅催淚彈影響啦。
Time for some light stories. If you are into culture and heritage, maybe you want to check out this temple in Thailand. A record-breaking drought has led to the reappearance of a Buddhist temple submerged underwater for 20 years in this country.
This Thai temple has been underwater since 20 years ago, when a dam was built and the valley was flooded. With the worst drought in years, the columns and statues of the temple have begun to reappear, attracting thousands of worshippers and tourists alike.
I used to come here as a child with my friends. There was a television at the temple, and we all came to watch it. There was a big arch and a main hall, as well as the statue of the Buddha and a pavilion.
The reservoir is now holding just 3% of its water capacity.
And that is all we have today. For more, log on to KiniTV.com. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news. I'm Shilda Ismail. Thank you for watching.